Before this video begins, I have something I need to say. We finally hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I just want to say thank you guys so much. It's awesome that you guys are coming here from TikTok, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying the longer content. I don't know how to mix my humor with YouTube, but I'm working on it. It's just different because I'm not using my phone, I'm using a camera, and then I'm editing, and then I'm doing all this crazy stuff. And I'm trying to ramp up the production, but it's just difficult. But we'll figure it out. I'm filming every day, and I'm going through episodes every day. And eventually, I just want to get to the point where I can start scheduling episodes, and then you guys have like a constant flow of stuff coming out every week. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Now let's get to what we're going to be talking about today. Welcome to the YouTube channel. It's a new year, Michael.
Is it?
It's a new year.
Happy New Year!
I don't know why I go to him at the start of every episode, but he's just a lovable guy.
Goonie goo hoo. Goonie goo hoo, I love you.
Oh boy. Oh boy. We have a new shop mascot. This is Bella. She's a little out of control at the times. But yeah, Happy New Year. We're into 2021, and finally we can put 2020 behind us, which has been a necessity. Absolutely a necessity. Nope, leave it. Puppy stuff. But yeah, the goal is not to be distracted because she can be quite a distraction, unfortunately. So how are we going to kick off 2021? I'm a little out of it today. Like, I'm just off rhythm. But we have. And if you keep up with my TikToks, you know that we have a new project to work on. And that is this 1984 FJ60. I really don't have much to say except this 60 here is one of my favorite 60s, and fortunately enough to be able to work on it is just a pleasure. Now, there was one of the first Land Cruisers that we started working on, and this is the actual one that made me fall in love with 60 series, and I can't get enough of them after that. Like, I just really want one. I can't afford one, but I really want one. So as the title states, on this 84 FJ60, we are converting it to fuel injection. And it's awesome. I know some of you purists are not gonna like it, but to be honest, the Holley Sniper system has come such a long way than the old TBI setups that we would run on these F engines. Personally, the older fuel injection kits that I've installed in the past run too rich. They don't learn as fast. They're too finicky. I'd rather deal with their carburetor. But Holley came with a really good product with the Sniper system. It comes with a really good little module. You can tune it. It can self-learn. You can attach it with the MSD coil system and tune it even further. So it's pretty impressive stuff. Now, I've already covered this on TikTok yesterday, but I already removed the carburetor and got most of the intake manifold ready to accept the Holley Sniper. I have to get the old grommet off, or the thermal spacer off the old carburetor, and then we'll be able to mount this puppy right up. Now, one of the things that we are gonna have to take care of is the fuel pump. So the factory fuel pump is a mechanical fuel pump, and basically it sucks fuel all the way from the gas tank because that pump is mounted to the engine. And we're gonna switch it over to an electronic fuel pump. And what's cool is that the Holley Sniper comes with a harness and wire already set up for that. So it makes install pretty easy. Next but not least, we are going to be, what are we gonna be doing? I don't know. But I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. I might have forgotten something and I'll probably remember it later. So, gotta wax the stash, get our tools, and get to wrenching. This is gonna be fun. So I need to get this spacer off of here. Unfortunately, somebody siliconed it. And yeah, so it's gonna make my job even more fun. Now, it's important, I don't know if you guys could see it or not, but I went under the gasket and not under the actual thermal block, or whatever you want to call this thing. But now we gotta clean this guy all nice and up. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and get our stuff on here. And we're good. Now we can get our adapter plate. All right. We will gently bring it down. Oh, that's so much better. So, I didn't know I was supposed to. Run the spacer here, and I didn't put this on yesterday, so I had fitment issues, but now they are all solved. And we're going to torque her down. And then we're going to take these nuts off. Okay, so you guys could probably see this little guy right here. Move this vacuum line out of the way. You guys can probably see this little guy right here. So that was inverted, and it was up here and it was hitting the throttle linkage. And now we can move it. So what I did is I just took this all back apart, flipped it 180, and then bent this down a little bit. And now we have all the clearance that we needed. You have 3 boys? Yeah, I have 1 boy and 1 girl. Where are the Tundras? Not here. We don't get too many of them. So I am recording for YouTube as well. So we can have this sweet FJ on the good old used tube. I just made a giant mess, by the way, like fuel all over the ground. I'll go into it in detail here later on, but yeah, whoops. It's actually the next day. So what ended up happening is I got the gas tank out so I can go ahead and install the fuel pump on the gas tank. And so I underestimated how much gas was in this tank. And so when I went to go release it from the truck and I got the filler neck loose, gas just shot out everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And obviously it's the next day because I ran into a hiccup and I kind of forgot I was recording stuff. So that was my bad. But anyways, back to what we need to do is This is our new sending unit or fuel pump unit right here that's going to go inside the tank. Originally, I thought I would have to pull out the sending unit and replace it with the sending unit, which I thought was kind of dumb. But the instructions that this kit came with doesn't say anything as to what to do with the tank, but to do with the fuel pump. So I later found this in the box, and then there's this nice little divot here, and then it looks like there's a fuel pump that's supposed to go to this tank. And I imagine it's for the 62, they use the same as the 62, and then there's an imprint for a fuel pump right here. So what I am going to do for now is I'm going to take this guy right here, make lots of noise, and I am going to make a hole for the gas tank, and then I imagine this will go inside. That's why there's this little divot here. So I can go in and turn around, get it inside, and then we'll put this guy here, and we'll just sandwich it all together. So that's the plan for now, but it's good because now we know what we need to do. So let's get it done. All right, with our hole ready to go, we can go ahead and put our fuel pump in it. I built the pump system and she is ready to go into the gas tank. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so I put these zip ties on here so I can go ahead and have this hold in place while I put the pump in it. And then these bolts here are gonna be long enough where I can get some cutters and remove the zip ties once the fuel pump is in place. So let's do that. A little iffy, but we got it on there. It's nice and put on, and we can go ahead and get ready to prepare the tank to go back into the 60 series. So that's gonna be fantastic. Now, before we can actually do that, we have one small thing that we need to take care of. So this is the old fuel pickup. This is no longer needed. I have several options. I can go ahead and cut these off right here, and then just plug up the top of these. I ideally would love to make a block off plate. I don't know if I have time for that today, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, sorry, I got to working, things got hectic, but the fuel pump assembly is done. That's blocked off. I wanted to make a block off plate for that, but it just wasn't gonna be in the cards for today. Too much stuff going on. I got all this extra lines hanging, and we'll address them once the tank is in the truck. So, to forward momentum. All right, so now I gotta pick up the gas tank and put it on the truck. I'm gonna enlist some help from some unfortunate soul, but yeah, let's get this gas tank in here.
I have the eyes of a goldfish.
This goes towards the front.
You said this is pretty well. Now you said the brain.
This, just ending it, Michael, just grab that gas cap.
Okay.
It has to go like that.
Huh?
Like an aerial, we're stuck on this.
Stuck on this.
Yeah, come back.
Okay, so what we need to do is switch sides. Which one goes? That one needs to go in the frame rail first.
Oh, okay. Let's switch back out.
Now you go in.
Do you want to come towards the front of the truck?
Above the frame rail. Good? No?
You okay?
Yeah. When you're in frame rail.
Oh, we need to line this fucker up. Okay, now it needs to go towards the driver's side. grab a pole jack or something.
Yeah, something's out there, isn't it?
I'll get a pole.
Pillars or shadow?
I think we can get this rather than grab the tool. Stop it! Alright, I got your pole jack ready. It's actually the next day, but we made already some progress, and I mean to catch us all, but it's bouncing it between TikTok and YouTube is hard, and I'm only one man. So the fuel filter is mounted. This is going to be our return line right here back to the tank. This is the feed line from the fuel pump, and then this will go to the Holley Sniper. I went ahead and bolted this onto the frame using a riv nut. Essentially, this is what a riv nut is. It's used with a rivet tool, and you drill a hole through the frame, and then you rivet it in place, and then it's got threads inside. Come on, camera. I know you can do this. There we go. It's got threads inside of it, so you can use a bolt and not have to run a nut on the other side. And this is the tool, in case you were wondering. All right, it was pretty straightforward, but I got the fuel lines all hooked up, and I'm running it towards the, let me grab my flashlight, towards the front of the truck. And I like using these little grommet bracket holders. They seem to do really well. So now, we just need to bring the truck back down and start hooking up the main fuel lines and getting that all going, and start with wiring and attaching sensors and firing it up, see what happens. We should be all good for that. Now, I'm gonna end this episode right here because it is Friday. I am out of here, and Monday we'll finish wiring everything up and we'll be good to go.